Psalm chapter 9, verse 1. David writes, I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount of all your wonderful deeds. Now, David tells us in verse 13 of this same psalm that he's facing affliction. And what is he doing? He's worshiping God. Yet how many of us know that when the season is difficult, that's sometimes the last thing we want to do? I'm in the hardest season of my life right now. And on Sunday, actually this week, I was getting ready for church. Now, normally I want to listen to worship music, but I was so discouraged, I didn't even want to put on the music. Yet history and conviction taught me that if I would simply do that, that things in my heart would begin to shift. And they did. I went from feeling all dried up to overflowing with praise. Our God, He is all that we need. And worship points to that fact. It fuels our faith. But like David said, it must be wholehearted. God isn't satisfied with part of your heart where the other parts are tied up in relationships, idols, and the world. No, He wants all of it, not just half of it. Spurgeon wrote that a half heart is no heart. So the question you have to ask yourself today is, am I worshiping God with a full and total heart? Today, maybe like David, that looks like simply telling someone about our amazing God and recounting His faithfulness, because you know what? That's a sign of worship too. And what it does is it strengthens our hearts and it fuels other people's hearts. Dear friend, you could probably tell me 1,000 moments God has provided for you, but I want you to think about the most prolific one. And I want you to know that God is just as full and good in this very moment, no matter what the season looks like, as He was in that moment. He always has been and He always will be. So will you trust Him? Will you worship Him with all your heart and let that overflow out into your life today? Because our God is worthy to be praised. Amen.